Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing a detailed review of the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. So Samsung Galaxy A73 5G is the latest A series device, and this comes loaded with features. It has the Samsung's SA AMOLED 120Hz refresh rate. It is powered by the Qualcomm 778G octa-core processor, optical image stabilization with 108 megapixel sensor. Then you get IP67 water and dust resistance capabilities, 5000 mAh large capacity battery, and this is the slimmest A series ever made, and it just weighs 181 grams. So it's a good package in terms of hardware being offered, but how does it fare in the real life usage? That's what we're going to talk about in this detailed review. So before getting started, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So let's start off the detailed review with the design and build quality. Now, one of the standout features of the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G has to be the design. Now, this device comes with a very slim chassis. In fact, this is the slimmest A series ever, with just 7.6 mm in thickness. Even with the larger 5000 mAh battery, it is just 7.6 mm in thickness and just 181 grams. It's one of the lightest flagship devices also. Now, in terms of design, you can see that the punch hole selfie camera, the bezel-less design, almost nice in terms of bezels, very slim bezels all around. Even the bottom bezels are also kept to minimal, and the punch hole selfie camera looks really good. Now the back panel design also looks pretty neat, and you can see how the camera has been integrated neatly onto the back panel. Looks really good. We have the Samsung logo, the quad camera setup, and here we have the power and volume keys, and the left side does not have any openings or slots. The top section has a SIM tray, and then the bottom section has the USB Type-C port and the speaker unit. It has dual stereo speakers. Now one thing that is missing on this device is the 3.5mm audio jack, but that has been the case with most of the flagship devices, so there is nothing much to complain. Now this feels very light in weight and easy to hold, even though it's a large 6.7 inches in screen size. The usage of the device feels very comfortable, lightweight and slim as well. Now this device has a plastic body. Now a lot of flagships in this price segment have glass finishing. Now this is a plastic material, but plastic doesn't mean it's bad. It's a really good solid material in terms of finishing. It looks really great. It doesn't scratch, and even the side panels has been given a glossy finishing. So in terms of build quality, this is pretty good, and you also get a Corning Gorilla Glass support for the display, and there is also IP67 water and dust resistance capabilities. So in terms of durability also, it is well covered. So the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G definitely looks good. Now probably you can say that at this price segment a lot of devices are offering glass finishing, so that could be highlighted, but again this build quality looks really solid. Now moving on to the display. Now this device comes with a really good display. It's a 6.7 inches SA AMOLED display. Now Samsung's flagship AMOLED displays are really good. This is an 8-bit AMOLED panel and 120Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of 800 nits. It's a really good display, vibrant and crisp display, and it offers great viewing angles and colors. Actually, I don't need to say about the colors. It's really good. The contrast levels is good, and the touch response is really good, and the refresh rate of 120Hz gives it a good feel altogether. So display experience is top notch, and even if you are watching movies, it provides great experience with HDR display, and it provides a good experience overall in terms of display performance. So that's the display aspect of the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. So next, let's move on to the software experience. So Samsung's devices are powered by the One UI. So let's go ahead and check the about phone. You can see here One UI 4.1 and Android 12 is offered. Now this device comes with Samsung's custom UI. It features a lot of additional tools. Say for example, if you go to the advanced features, you can see that there are additional tools like side key customization, motions and gestures, video call effects, game launcher, dual messenger, floating windows, and a plethora of options are included. And apart from that, this device comes with Samsung Pay support, Samsung Knox security, and secure folder, and host of other applications which provides additional tools and options. So that's one of the good things about this UI. It's a really good UI. It's a polished UI and doesn't feel any sort of lag or issues, and it does really well. So that's a software experience. And apart from that, Samsung is also offering 4 years of security or rather 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security updates, which means this device will get the Android latest version even in 2026. This is very good feature. Samsung's 4 years updates and 5 years of security patches is available for the A73 5G as well. So that's the software experience, and it's a solid experience overall on the A73 5G. Now moving on to the performance. Now this device is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G octa-core processor. Now this is a really good chip. Actually, it is one of the mid-range powerful chips. It's lower than the Snapdragon 870 in terms of performance. But having said that, it produces good experience overall. In the A73, we did not see any sort of issues. It was very smooth experience, no lags whatsoever, and we did not see any sort of stutters as well. The gaming experience, especially in PUBG or BGMI, like heavy games, we could see that smooth and extreme is the option available. And we tried playing the BGMI on this device, it was actually pretty good experience. Although the high-end graphics which you get on 800 series is not available, it still provides good experience overall. And the AMOLED display and 120 Hz refresh rate provides good experience. And even there is cooling system available which provides good experience. Along with that, you also get the virtual RAM functionality. This is coming with the 8GB RAM and 120GB storage option. Along with that, you also get the 256GB storage version. So it is LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.2 storage support. Here Samsung could have done with UFS 3.1 storage, but even then the performance is quite good at this price segment. Now in terms of 5G support, we have a 9 5G band support available, and again, as I said before, this is a dual stereo speakers. We have 2 speakers, and the speaker quality is really impressive, and sound experience looks good. Now you get an in-display fingerprint scanner. Now the fingerprint scanner is located far down here. We would have liked the fingerprint scanner somewhere here. It's lower here, so you can see here when I press it, it unlocks. It is quite fast in terms of experience. So there you go. Since this is an in larger display, we would have liked the in-display fingerprint scanner slightly above, but nevertheless it provides a good experience. Now talking about the call experience, we did not see any sort of issues in terms of calls. It was really good. The network coverage with the Jio and Vodafone Idea was pretty good. The call quality was good, and signal strength also looks pretty good. Now this device comes with voice over Wi-Fi, 4G LTE, and carrier aggregation. Everything is supported on the A73 5G. Next, let's move on to other aspects. It comes with NFC support as well as IP67 water and dust resistant capabilities are included. So it can go underwater up to 1 meter and 30 minutes. So if you are going for underwater photography, you can still try with this. Next, let's move on to the camera. So this is one of the important aspects. First time we are seeing the 108 megapixel sensor on a Samsung device other than the S series. S series flagship devices have had a 108 megapixel sensor before, but this is the first time we are seeing 108 megapixel sensor on a Samsung phone in the A series, and this comes with the 108 megapixel sensor. Then you get a 12 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, and 5 megapixel depth sensor. Now the downside here is that the previous A72 had a telephoto lens. That's omitted now. Probably that could have been retained in place of the 5 megapixel depth sensor. That's probably the omission, but otherwise it looks good. Now you also get a 32 megapixel upgraded selfie camera. Now we have done the detailed camera review of this device, found this camera to be really good. You can actually check out the detailed camera review in our channel. The daylight captures are come good dynamic range, good colors. It's more or less natural colors, and there is no saturation or over boosting of colors. Details are good. The 108 megapixel sensor does a really good job here. Now the ultra wide angle camera also looks good in terms of details. The 12 megapixel shooter gets you good ultra wide images, and even the close-up shots also looks good. The macros are once again good. It's a 5 megapixel macro providing good experience, good details, and overall experience in the macro sensor also looks good. Now the portraits are something which needs a bit improvement, but not a major concern, but still the edge detection was not perfect. Now low light experience was once again good, good experience with sharpness levels and detailing. There was a bit of over sharpening, but again not a major concern. Again, these are small things which can be improved via software updates. and the selfie camera looks pretty good again. Good colors, good dynamic range, and good sharpness levels too. So overall, as a camera smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G does an impressive job, and we highly recommend this camera in this price segment. Now this device also comes with optically image stabilization for the rear camera, and you can take some really good stable footage even in 4K 30fps and even 1080p 30fps. So stabilization is good, and as a result of optical image stabilization, the night photography also looks pretty good. Now finally, the battery life. So this device comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and you get a 25 watt charging support, but again charger is not included in the box, so you have to spend additional money on the 25 watt charger in case you want fast charging. Again, the 25 watt charger is not really that fast. In 30 minutes it can charge up to like 46%, and 100% takes close to 1.5 hours to charge, which is not the fastest one out there. But again, lack of charger is another thing. Then the speed of the charger is also not very impressive. But having said that, the battery performance is stellar on this device. You can easily get through 1.5 days of battery life easily on this device. So battery life is something which is really good. The optimization is done well, and the Snapdragon 776G is a good chip with battery optimization, and as a result you get a really good battery life as well. So that was our detailed review of the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. So let's summarize the pros and cons of this device. So pros include great display, good design. It's just 7.6 mm in thickness and 181 grams. The S AMOLED display, 120Hz refresh rate offers great experience, and the software is good. And apart from that, 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security patches makes it even more exciting. And the 778G offers good performance. Then cameras are good. There is IP68, 67 water and dust resistance capabilities. There are optical image stabilization. The large battery offers great experience. So these are the pros of the device. Now cons include there is no charger included. Again, the charging speed is not really that competitive. Again, there is no 3.5mm audio jack included, but that's not a major con because many of the flagship devices are skipping on the 3.5mm audio jack. And apart from that, there is a downgrade in terms of telephoto lens, which was there on the A72. Now this device does not come with a telephoto lens. So those were the pros and cons of the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. Now looking at the pricing of around 41,999 for the base variant, you can get it with offers for around 3,000 rupees discount on ICICI card and SBI card. You can also get the Samsung Buds Live for around just 499 rupees if you're buying this. So that's another good offer. So coupled with offers and discounts, this device does look good on a couple of aspects. One is the software life cycle, around 4 years you can still use with the latest updates, and then optical image stabilization and IP67 water and dust resistant capabilities are two features which are not really common at this price segment. So comparing all those things and the competition, we feel the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G is a good device for the price segment, although we feel pricing could have been slightly more competitive at this price segment. So that was our experience with the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.